Molly Rides the School Bus, written and illustrated by Julie Brillhart. Today was the first day of kindergarten and Molly was worried. She had never been on the school bus and she didn't know what to do. What if I have to sit with a big kid? She asked her mom. Don't worry, Pumpkin, said her mom. Big kids are nice and riding the school bus is fun. But Molly wasn't so sure. She didn't really know any big kids. She'd only seen them at the corner store in her neighborhood. Tell her to meet us at the mall. And besides, continued her mom, you've got your bear, Willie, with you. You can always sit with him. Right, said Molly. She never went anywhere without Willie. At 7:25, Molly and her mom waited at the bus stop. A big girl was waiting there too. Hi, I'm Ruby, she said. Molly didn't answer. She looked away. Instead of worrying, said her mom, why don't you show me how fast those new red sneakers can run? No, said Molly. She didn't feel like running. Just then, the big yellow school bus rumbled up. After hugs and kisses from Molly and Willie, Molly waved goodbye to her mom. Welcome aboard, said the bus driver. Molly grabbed the handrail and started up the big steps. She had to lift her knees up high to reach them. These are the biggest steps I ever took, she said to Willie. Inside the bus, everyone was talking and laughing. Molly inched her way down the aisle, glancing shyly at all the new faces. She found an empty seat toward the back of the bus and quickly slid right over to the window. She had just enough time to wave a timid little wave to her mom before the bus roared off. Molly missed her mom already, but there was no turning back now. She took off her backpack and reached for Willie. Willie wasn't there! She looked frantically all around. Oh no, she cried. Willie's gone. Molly looked up and down the aisle and didn't see Willie anywhere. She looked at the other kids for help, but she was too afraid to say anything. Molly felt like crying. Suddenly, someone shouted, Whoopee! Blast off! Molly looked up, and there was Willie, turning somersaults in the air. She watched as Willie came down and popped up again and again. Molly reached up to catch Willie, but he was tossed from seat to seat and landed ka-punk, right in a boy's lap. Cool, said the boy. Nice landing. He settled Willie on his knees. My little sister Rosie would love you, he said. Maybe I'll take you home with me. No, said the girl next to him. The bear should go into the lost and found box. You're right, said the boy, and he tossed Willie over the seat and into the lost and found box. Settle down, everyone, called the bus driver. The bus got quiet. Willie rode along next to the driver. Molly peeked over her seat, wondering what had become of him. At the next stop, Ruby, who was sitting in the very front seat, got up and lifted Willie out of the box. Hey, I know where you belong, she said, and she walked down the aisle to Molly's seat. Ruby sat down next to Molly. It turned out that she was in the 4th grade and knew everything about riding the school bus. One time, said Ruby, I was running late and I missed the bus, so my mother drove me to school in her pajamas. All the kids saw her too. Don't ever be late, Molly laughed. As the bus bounced along, Ruby admired all of Molly's new school supplies. She let Molly listen to her new CD, and she shared a piece of bubble gum that she found in her pocket. Molly felt much better now. She held Willie up close and whispered into his ear, Mom was right, Willie. Big kids are nice, and riding the school bus is fun. When they arrived at school, Molly followed Ruby out of the bus. Hey, Ruby, said Molly, do you want to see how fast my new red sneakers can run? Ruby laughed. Ha ha, sure.
And Molly was off in a flash.
Ruby's 10 tips for riding the school bus. Number 1, get to the bus stop 5 minutes early. Number 2, dress properly for the weather. Number 3, when crossing the street, to board or leave the bus, Walk 10 feet in front of the bus. Number 4. Hold on to the handrail while getting on or off. Number 5. Stay in your seat while riding. If your bus has seat belts, wear them. Number 6. Keep the aisle clear. Number 7. Don't throw anything out the window. Number 8. After school, look for your bus number in the front window. Number 9. In an emergency, use the emergency door. Number 10. Have fun.
Thanks for joining us, guys. And remember that AM and PM story time is for any time of the day, whether you're just waking up, noontime snacking, or bedtime is happening. Stop by and enjoy a book with us.